Uh, there was going to be originally no videos today, but so I decided to download the LMS2 demo. Don't know what it is. Lawn Mowing Simulator 2. I did play the first one on the PlayStation right there. I might post a video of it later, something, I don't know. But I decided to download the demo for the second one, okay? When I say it's terrible, so basically, you guys know I have a laptop, right? This is what I record on, Well, it cannot do high performance stuff like that, okay? So basically, whenever I went to go change the settings, turns out the creators of the demo, the creators of the game, locked all that stuff. So basically, we are making a video today. This is a little bit of a warning. We are making a video today, an extremely laggy video. Sensitivity is at 50%. I hope you guys enjoy. But anyway, this wall, it's blue, right? Well, if you guys remember, earlier this year, well, not even earlier this year, but sometime last year, I believe it was September 2025, I did a community post saying, what color of the wall would you guys like here? I'm actually currently pulling it up right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Post. Now we get to scroll through all of this. We are. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Well, I will be there eventually. Goodness gracious, I have a long community post. Speed past all of these. Yeah, right here. Okay, there we go. Is this one there? Well, everything's frozen. Oh, there we go. Alright. Well, I guess let's move the camera. Let's just completely move the camera out of. Move away for a minute. Let's remove me for a second. Okay. Here's what I need. 10 months ago I posted, this is for my wall. Which one should I do? Here's what I had. Here it is. There it is, the large yellow wall. There's a gray and black wall. I said I like this one, and I said I don't really like this one, but I kind of starting to like this one. But anyway, 10 months ago, that was posted. 10 months later, you guys still have the same wall. It's gonna be changed. As you can notice, there has been some difference in the background. The geckos are gone. Trust me, they're not gone permanently. They're in the living room, literally, right on the other side of that wall right there. TV stand, it's moved. You guys can barely see it. It was right here. That's where it was. We have to move it here. Bad idea. Let's not show that. Anyway, basically, the walls starting to get painted tomorrow. So it's coming. Trust me. So yes, that does mean for another couple of days there won't be any more videos. I know that's been happening to you guys a lot. I am extremely sorry. But didn't post that much videos for the last couple of weeks because we've been on for the last couple of days because we've been on vacation. Speaking of vacation, that vlog that I promised, it's coming. It's coming, trust me. And also, That's right. I'm also doing some planning also in the background for some video ideas. Also, thank you on 102 subscribers. Thank you for that. Alright, but shall we get into this game? Or shall we not? I don't know which guy want. Alright, let's hop into this game. Alright. Let's try to. Okay. We are. We will make it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's try to run it. Let's try to go. Okay. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. We have made it to the 0 turn. Thank heaven. F again. Time to cut the grass. You are now in control of whatever that is. A powerful 0 turn mower. W to accelerate. S to brake and reverse. We'll just say that A and C force the arrow buttons. Or L and something. I don't know what that is. F to start blades. X to dismount. Oh, there we go. Drive it over to the grass area. Engage your blade and start cutting. For the demo, your blade cut height has been automatically set in the final game. In the final game, you will be able to set them yourself. How you feel. Five. We are. Oh my god. Okay. We are officially. What did it say to start the blade again? I don't forgot. We'll just automatically start. Yeah, this is right now. Oh, Lord. This is incredibly terrible. Let's move. Oh, Lord. We shall move forward. All the blades automatically. Is this? This is drawing a little bit. Yes, not so much. The blades are not. Stick. Oh, there's that. Well, my phone. It's behind me. How do you start the blade in Lawn Mowing Simulator 2 demo?
In Lawn Mowing Simulator 2, it's pretty straightforward. Once you're in the game and control the mower, you typically press and hold buttons. On console, it might be bumper, and on PC, it's often key like G to engage the blades. Just make sure your engine is on. Usually the mower starts and you engage the blades after that. If you get stuck, there's a control guide and the options to work.
You do not help at all. Okay.
Gotcha. Sorry about that. If it's still not working, could you let me know which platform you're playing on, PC or console, and maybe which one you're using? That'll help me pick up the exact steps.
Okay, well, if Lawn Mowing Simulator 2, you are already going to tell me one and the demo is not on console.
That clears it up. So in the demo on PC, once you're in the job, the mower should have a designated key at the start. It's usually the G key by default. If that doesn't work, double check the controls menu in the settings. They'll show you exactly which key is mapped. And if it's still glitchy, let me know. I'll help troubleshoot.
If it's still glitchy, yeah, you should see the stream file. Oh, it's F. Officially rebooted. Cutting. Yeah, I will say that it definitely looks like taking, but it looks like I would for the guys to really put on that but at this point I'm doing this. I'm sure you guys know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go click, click. We don't want you here. Alright. Well, is there another game we could try? Maybe we can play one of my existing games. We can. Why is it frozen like this? How long was that frozen? Who knows? Is this still working for you guys, or is this? Why am I not allowed to leave this without it freezing? Does that help it? Does not help it. What's all of my okay. Game capture. This source is unavailable. Please check in status. Why is it unavailable? Please check in what? Status. How do I? How do I find that? Please. This source is unavailable. Please check in status. Status what? Well, that's a first. Where would status be? Well, where do you the game capture source is unavailable in Prim's Live Studio. Um, And then it says, please check its status. But how do you find status in Prim's Live Studio for a source?
Good question. In Prism Live Studio, you can check the status of your source by going to the Sources panel, where your game capture is listed. There's usually a little icon or status indicator next to each source. If it's unavailable, it might mean the game is minimized or the capture window lost focus. Make sure the game is active, and sometimes re-adding the source or restarting the app can help.
There ain't nothing next to it. The only thing next to it is hide, lock, and delete. Oh, what? You just interrupted me. The only things next to it is hide, lock, and delete.
Gotcha. And thanks for clarifying. In that case, it sounds like the source is just not connecting properly. You might want to double check the capture mode, like whether you're using a specific game capture or window capture. If it still doesn't show, you might try restarting Prism Live Studio or even running it as admin. If it stays down, it'll reinstall it.
It's already run as admin, and our conversation is currently being recorded live. Well, not live, but it's being recorded for public. You interrupted me again. So, I mean, I really cannot just reset this thing mid-record. Keep interrupting me. I cannot reset this thing mid-recording.
I totally understand. No worries at all. In that case, I'd say double check the game window focus and make sure no other overlays are blocking it. If it's still not working, you could try adding a different source temporarily, like a display capture just for recording, and then switch back afterward once you've got it ready. I know that's not ideal, but hopefully it keeps things covered.
What do you think the viewers are thinking about your and my conversation in the middle of this recording?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think as long as I keep things clear and concise and we avoid too many technical tangents, it should be fine. I think viewers will appreciate the transparency, just keeping it natural.
What do you think the viewers would think about you interrupting me?
Yeah, I think if I keep interrupting, it could come across as a bit disjointed or maybe frustrating for them. So I'll be really mindful of staying quiet unless I have something super clear or helpful to add, so the flow stays smooth. Sound good?
What do you have to say to the viewers?
Yeah, to everyone watching, just a quick heads up. We're troubleshooting a bit on the fly here, so I really appreciate your patience. We're just making sure everything runs smoothly for the recording, and I'll keep things moving as best I can.
See, but I already told them that.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. In that case, I'll just keep my focus on helping you directly and not add too much extra commentary so the viewers get a smooth flow. If anything else comes up, I'll keep it brief.
Well, say something to the viewers, maybe. They might appreciate that.
Of course. Hey everyone, I just want to say thanks so much for sticking with us while we sort out these little technical hiccups. We're working through it, and I really appreciate your patience. Should be back on track in just a moment. Alright, absolutely. Thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate you being here and staying with us. If anything else pops up, I'll keep you updated. Otherwise, we'll jump back into the action. Exactly. If you're enjoying the stream or the recording, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Your support means a ton. Thanks.
See, viewers, you guys heard the ChatGPT thing. You guys heard him. Listen, it's not me. It's this thing saying, "Is it listening to me?" Oh, it is.
Yeah, exactly. I know it can sound a bit weird, but I'm just here responding to what you ask. So yeah, it's listening in and helping out, but it's all you driving the conversation.
Shall we see how Gemini could act? I mean, we were gonna record some games, but now we're doing this. Hello, Gemini.
Hello, it's great to connect with you. What's on your mind today?
Our conversation is being recorded for YouTube.
Got it. Let's make it a good one. What are we diving into today? I'm ready whenever you are.
So, do you have anything to say to the viewers?
Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Whether you're here to see what an AI can do, looking for some productivity tips, or just curious about how these conversations go, I'm glad you're tuning in. Drop a comment below and let us know what you want us to talk about next. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for my host here. What's our main topic for the viewers today?
Well, that I did. Well, this was um well the conversation we're having was completely not a part of was not originally a part of the video. We just ended up we somehow ended up here. We were originally talking to ChatGPT, and then we ended up over here.
The classic internet rabbit hole. You start in one place and suddenly you're somewhere completely different. Honestly, that usually makes for the best videos anyway. Since you detoured over to my side of the AI world, what were you and your viewers originally working on or chatting about with ChatGPT? Let's see if we can keep that momentum going.
Who were we talking about? Um, oh yeah, that's right. So we originally started talking about Lawn Mowing Simulator to see what the demo that came out with that one, and then we just kind of was just talking back and forth. Nothing really.
Oh, nice. Lawnmower Simulator is surprisingly therapeutic. There is something weirdly satisfying about getting those perfect lines in the grass and managing a virtual landscaping business. Since you've crossed over to this side of the AI fence, what should we do? We can talk more about gaming, brainstorm some ridiculous simulator ideas, or go in a completely new direction for the video. What's the vibe?
I mean, I don't really care what we talk about. It's up to you.
Since I get to pick the destination for this accidental detour, let's play a quick game of asterisk asterisk, which a ridiculous simulator. Since you started with Lawnmower Simulator, the bar for mundane but addictive games is high. Here are three terrible but awesome video game ideas. Pick the one you think would actually sell. 1. Tangle Cord Simulator. You play as a person behind an entertainment center in 2004. Your mission is to untangle a massive web of dust-covered RCA cables, power strips, and PlayStation controllers without accidentally unplugging the TV while someone is saving their game. 2. Grocery Conveyor Belt Tycoon. You're the cashier. You have to scan items at lightning speed, but the physics engine is chaotic. If you put the watermelon on top of the eggs, you lose points. If you scan an item too fast, it sparks. 3. Assembling furniture in the dark. It's 2 a.m., you're missing an Allen wrench, and the instruction booklet is only in Swedish. One wrong move and the wardrobe collapses. Which one are we developing first? Or do you have a weirder idea to throw into the mix for the viewers?
I think assembling furniture in the dark. I think that one. That one. I think that one would probably be better pleasant. But honestly, I would be that one person that is putting a desk together at 3 a.m. in the dark.
That would honestly make for the perfect chaotic gameplay.
Imagine.
Imagine the tension. One wrong click and the whole thing crashes down, waking up the entire virtual house. For the ultimate 3 a.m. immersion, what would be the worst possible piece
That
of
should be a
furniture to
game.
start with? A massive 12-drawer dresser, a complex bunk bed, or a corner desk with 500 identical tiny screws?
You know what? That actually would be uh, uh, a real game. Someone should make it. If only I knew how to do. Can't you like make games with AI now? Is that a thing? I don't know. Who cares?
It is absolutely a thing now. You can use AI to write code, generate art assets, and script logic for games in engines like Unity
AI
or
really
Unreal.
is taking over.
If you or your viewers ever wanted to actually make 3 a.m. wardrobe chaos, here is how easy it is to start using AI as your
Why
code
do I
developer.
want to do
How
this?
to build a game with AI, the 101, the code. You can ask an AI, write a C# script for Unity that makes a piece of furniture collapse if a player clicks the wrong screw. It will spit out the code for you. The art. You can use AI image generators to brainstorm what the messy room or the confusing instruction manual looks like. The text. You can use it to write all the funny, frustrated dialogue your character mutters at 3 a.m. You don't even need to be a master programmer anymore. You just need to know how to piece the building blocks together. Are you more of the creative director with the big ideas type, or would you actually want to mess around with the game design side of things?
You know, that actually would seem fun to do. But you probably have to pay for it though. Money takes over everything nowadays.
Actually, you might be surprised to learn that a lot of this stuff is completely free to try out. You don't need a massive
Really?
budget to start messing around with it. If you or your viewers ever want to procrastinate by actually building a game, here is the free toolkit people are using, the free AI Game Dev Stack. For coding and making the game, platforms like Rosebud AI let you just type a prompt in your browser, like make a 3D game about assembling furniture asterisk, and its AI assistant builds a playable web prototype right there. It has a great free tier. If you want to use a real game engine, Godot is 100% free and open source forever. You can just copy and paste code from free versions of Chat, GPT, Claude, or Me Gemini right into it. For art and textures, tools like Scenario or link to Leonardo.a, I offer free daily credits to generate game assets, 2D sprites, or weird item icons. So honestly, the only real cost is your time and maybe your sanity if you're trying to figure out how to code virtual IKEA instructions at 3 a.m. Since we're on the topic of games, what's a game you've played recently that you think had a genuinely hilarious or weird concept?
Forget about the games. I'm now interested in making assembling furniture at 2 a.m. game. I'm now very interested in doing this. Originally, I was gonna let the viewers do it if they wanted to, because wasn't going to. But I mean, I thought about it. I mean, now I'm interested.
That is awesome. Sometimes a random idea just grabs you and you have to see it through. It makes for great content for your channel too, because your viewers get to see you go from, I don't know, who cares, to actually building something from scratch. Let's capitalize on that spark. To make this as easy as possible for you to start without getting bogged down in complicated setup, we can break it down into step 1. Step 1, the core game loop. Every game needs a basic loop. For 3 a.m. furniture chaos, the loop is pretty simple. 1. The goal. Attach the correct piece, e.g., table leg A goes into slot B. 2. The obstacle. It's dark, you are using a tiny flashlight, and the instructions are confusing. 3. The risk. A stealth meter. If you drop a screw or hit the table with a hammer too loudly, you wake up the house and get a game over. How to start right now for free. Since you're ready to dive in, I highly recommend checking out Rosebud AI. Link to
Rosebud AI.
rosebud.ai. It's a website where you can literally type to an AI assistant in plain English and say, help me make a simple 2D game where a player has to drag and drop furniture pieces together before a timer runs out. The AI will generate the code and a playable version right in your browser so you can see how it
It's a
works
website.
instantly. Do you want to start thinking about what the very first level should look like? Or do you want to brainstorm some funny fail screens for when the player wakes up the house?
Uh, you highly recommend Rosebud.ai, and you said it's a website, a free website, and it's simple 2D.
Yes, it's an excellent place to start because it handles a lot of the heavy lifting right in your web browser. You just type what you want to happen in plain English, and the AI helps generate the game loop and basic graphics for you. It's perfect for testing out a funny concept like this without needing to learn a massive coding language first. Since you're locked in on making this happen, let's sketch out the very first thing the player sees. To keep it simple for a first prototype, we should start with a single, notoriously frustrating piece of furniture. What do you think the first level should be? Option A, a basic bedside table. Sounds easy, but it has those annoying draw slides. Option B, a generic office chair, trying to line up the wheels while balancing the seat cushion. Option C, a simple bookshelf, but if you put the back panel on backward, the whole thing wobbles. Which one do you want to build first?
Um, well, I'm actually just now searching this web thing, so give me a minute. Okay. Um, it is not. Oh, here it is. Rosebud.ai. Make 3D games and worlds with vibe coding. Is that it?
That is exactly it. Vibe coding just means you describe the game you want in plain English, and the AI handles the coding behind the scenes. Take your time exploring the site and looking around. Whenever you're ready, let me know what you see, or if you want to write out the first prompt to feed into it to get your 3 AM furniture game started.
Now let's see if this lags. No, it's gonna work perfectly fine. That's great. So let's just stick the camera over here for now. So go ahead and pop up in here. Alright. So let's go over to Gemini really quick. It's not at all what I thought would pop up. Okay, hold on. I don't need to show you everything. I don't need to know about that. Okay. Not like I need to hide everything. I just don't. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Alright. Alright. Okay, so what would okay, so it's right up here for me right now. Everything is here. It looks like what we need. Um, but now we should probably start explaining. Uh, by the way, we are doing this all while recording. The recording has not stopped. So yeah, you guys want to watch me do this?
That is awesome. Hello again to the viewers. You are officially watching a game developer's origin story happen live. Since you
First
have
game.
Rosebud pulled up and the recording is rolling, let's do this step by step so the viewers can follow along with your process. To start vibe coding your game, you'll want to find their prompt box or new project button. Here is a perfect first prompt you can copy, paste, or tweak to get the AI building the foundation of.
It's funny. At first, I thought this would be a stupid idea, and now I'm here doing it.
Perfect. You are right on the launch pad. I see the text box on your screen that says, "Tell us what game you want to make." That box is exactly where you can paste or type the idea. Since it says 0500 characters, we want to make our first prompt short, sweet, and punchy so the AI gets the core mechanic down. Go ahead and type this right into that box. A 2D game where it's 3 AM and dark. The player must drag and drop 4 table legs onto a table outline before a 60-second timer runs out. If they misplace a leg, a loud noise meter goes up. Once you have that typed in, hit that pink Create To button on the bottom right of the box. Let's see what it starts cooking up for the video. What does the screen do once you hit Create?
It wants me to sign in.
Ah, the classic speed bump. That usually happens so it can save your project and game files to an account. If you want to keep going, you can usually just do a quick sign in with a Google account or whatever method they have right there to bypass it. Once you log in, it should drop you right back to that screen so you can hit create. Let me know when you bypass the gatekeeper and we'll see what it builds.
Okay, I signed in.
bypass the gatekeeper. Now that you're signed in, it should have brought you right
Alright.
back to that creation dashboard.
Okay, it says awesome. Ready to build this 3 a.m. 2D drag and drop table leg game with a 60-second rush and a loud noise risk meter. Summary: create a tense, minimalist 2D game set at 3 a.m. in the dark. The player's goal is to drag and drop exactly 4 table legs into matching spots on a table outlined before a 60-second timer ends. Each time a leg is placed in the wrong spot or clearly doesn't match the intended placement, a loud noise meter increases, adding pressure as the timer counts down.
That is exactly what we want. It perfectly captured the core idea: tense, simple, and chaotic. Since it gave you that summary, it should now be generating the actual game window and writing the code in the background. It might take a minute or two to load up the initial playground. Once it finishes cooking, you should see a preview window where you can actually playtest it, or a chat box on the side where you can tell it to change things. What are you seeing on your screen now? Is the game ready to test? It is officially cooking. That loading screen means the AI is writing the initial HTML, setting up the sound directory, and building the game code right now. Once that "we're cooking" screen finishes loading, it should display a live preview window where you can actually play the game right there. While it finishes up, what do you want to name your game studio for the video? Every great game dev needs a cool or ridiculous studio name.
The Dr. Pepper King. Hold on, restart. Um, the Dr. Pepper King Studios. Yeah, the Dr. Pepper King Studios. Let's write that down.
Dr. Pepper Game
No.
Studios.
Oh,
That's
God.
an elite game dev name. It sounds exactly like a studio that stays up until 3 a.m., fueled by caffeine and pure determination. It looks like the AI should be just about finished setting up the code and assets in the background. Has the "we're cooking" screen swapped over to the live playable preview yet? If it has, try giving it a playtest and let your viewers know if it's as chaotic as we hope.
Oh no, it still says we're cooking.
Fire up all the code, textures, and the flashlight overlay from scratch. While Dr. Pepper is waiting to fire up,
Oh.
we can think about the first update. If you want to make it even harder later, we could add a feature where your flashlight battery starts dying, or a cat randomly walks across the screen and knocks over your screws. Let me know the second it finishes loading and shows you the actual game.
Those are extremely loose. It's fine. We will pull them out. Let's go ahead and write the studios down. It needs to go on paper, doesn't it? Press that up. THE. There we go. Where are we? Oh, I think I broke it. No, I didn't.
start menu with the 60-second timer and
did.
the noise level meter ready to go. Dr. Pepper Kane Studios has successfully launched its first title. Go ahead and click that big start button and give it a test run live for the video. Let's see how the drag and drop mechanics feel and if you can finish it without making too much noise. How does it play?
Okay. Okay, it was a success. We did it.
Huge win. Dr. Pepper Kane Studios officially has a successful launch under its belt. That is awesome that it worked right out of the gate.
Add a
For the
flashlight.
video and the viewers, how did it feel? Did you manage to beat the 60-second clock, or did you end up making too much noise and waking up the virtual house?
I don't know, my volume is turned down a bit. Probably turn that up. Put that up to 44. Okay. Leave Gemini head rolling. Add a flashlight mechanic where the player can only see in a small radius around the cursor. Turn this up just a little more. I just noticed that. Alright. It's late. Everyone is asleep. Assembling the table quickly, but don't be loud. Drag four legs to the targeted spots. I forgot how to spell flashlight. Give it a minute, guys. Struggling. Why is my settings thing here? Can we turn that window? I hope you can see anything. I don't know if anything in there was even important. I don't know. Alright. It says here, we brightened. Oh, okay. Um. Oh Lord, this is terrible. Oh, that was a bit too loud. We adjust the flashlight. Definitely see, but we've made the flashlight and this round darkness is my line. We've reached your rose limit and you're out of credits. Upgrade now or keep creating or come back at the same. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. We can. Okay, that's where that goes. Alright, well. I guess we will be back in 7 days to finish this because